we'll just go through the stack concept. Okay. Okay, so now we have already seen the linked list. Okay, so I'll just tell you what is a stack. Okay, so stack is a memory. Okay, so where we store the elements like this. Okay, so this is my stack. Okay, so we'll add the element from this, you can say, the bucket. Okay, so initially the bucket is empty. Okay, so suppose when the new element comes, okay, so suppose that element is 2, so always there is one pointer which is called as the top. Okay, always there is one pointer which is called as the top. Okay, so suppose I have to implement this in array. Okay, so I have to implement this in array. So initially I will make top equal to 0. Okay, so initially I will make top equal to 0. Okay, top equal to 0 I will make. Okay, so once it is done, so new element will come. Suppose this new element is key. Suppose we'll make it key or any other name we can give. Okay, so key is equal to 2. Okay, so where we are going to store the element now, suppose A is an array. So where we have to store the element, so I have to store the element A of top. Okay, so I have to store the element A of top. Okay, so is equal to K. Okay, so that I have to make A of top is equal to K. So that element will be stored at the top position. Okay, so what is the top position? It is the 0th position over here. Okay, so 2 will be placed over here. Okay, so then what we have to make? We have to make top plus plus. Top plus plus. So this operation we have to perform, that is top plus plus we have to make. Okay, so now in this case where the top is now pointing, so top is now pointing to the next location. Okay, so top is now pointing here. Okay, so to the next location. Okay, which is the location 1 over here. Getting how it is inserted? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, suppose there is another element come which is suppose 5. Okay, so suppose this is another element which comes in picture which is 5. So what will happen? So again the same we are going to perform. Okay, so I will just make this as a loop. Okay, so we are making it a loop. Okay, so again A of top is equal to K. K is 5, so 5 will be placed over here. Okay, and top is now pointing to the above location. So now top is not pointing over here, so top is pointing to the above location. Okay, so top will be pointing to the next location. So this is the next location we have. Okay, so that is location 2. Okay, so this operation, okay, how we are pushing that element. Okay, so this operation is called as a push. Okay, of stack. What it is called as a push of stack. Getting? Hello, is it clear to everyone? Push operation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is with respect to array. Then we'll see how it is to be done with linked list. Okay, linked list is the same thing, only instead of having this node, we have to create a new node. Okay, and what pointer will have? Only we have top pointer. Okay, so now the only insertion will done at the top end. Okay, so you cannot insert in between. So there will be no like this. You cannot insert another number. So suppose that number is 3, you cannot insert in between. Okay, that should be inserted at the top only. Okay, so this is the only procedure by which we are going to input the record into the particular field. Getting? Okay, clear how we are inserting at the top in this way? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is by insertion at the top. Okay, I hope okay, it's understood. Okay, so this is push operation. Okay, in push operation there is only one end. Like consider this as a bucket, so we are only able to put anything from the above side. Okay, there will be nothing will be inserted from below side. Okay, so nothing will be inserted, so you cannot insert it in between positions. Okay, that is the philosophy of you can say stack. Okay, you may say that, sir, it's an array, we can directly insert like we can make A of 2, but as a philosophy we are following the stack operation. We are going to perform a stack data structure. Okay, so in that case there will be only insertion at the top side. Okay, so now the next operation that we have to perform, that is pop. Pop means what? Removing the element. Okay, so pop is what? So removing the element from that particular what we'll say stack. Okay, so how to perform pop then? Just tell me. It's very simple. We have to remove the topmost element. How we can perform it? So in this case, suppose there is one another element which is inserted.
काउंटर डिक्लेअर करायचं आणि त्या टॉपला हे करायचं पॉइंट.
काउंटर डिक्लेअर करून काय करायचं? येस,
ते पोझिशन बघायची आणि मग ते टेम्प मध्ये हे करायचं.
Okay, okay. Okay, so I will just make it simple. Okay, what is the problem statement? Okay, so there are 5 books kept one above the other. Okay, so there is book number 1, book number 2 is about to that, book number 3 is about to that, 4 and 5 is about to that. Okay, so suppose I have to remove the book from that particular stack of the books. So which book will be removed first? Yes, which book will be, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one? Fifth one.
Fifth one.
Topmost book we can only able to remove. Okay, we cannot remove in between. Okay, so as a philosophy you consider, so topmost we have access to topmost only. Okay, so in this case we have a top pointer. Okay, so where we have an access to that element only. Okay, so how we can manage this particular thing? So we'll just have to make top minus minus. Okay, how to pop? So it is top minus minus. Okay, so there we have to make top minus minus. Okay, so that operation is called as a pop operation. Okay, so now in some terminology top is initialized to 0. Okay, and in some terminology top is initialized to -1. Okay, so not a terminology, this you can take by your convenience. Okay, so if you are going to initialize to 0, then you will make like this: a top is equal to k top plus plus. And if you are initializing to -1, then you will make first top plus plus, so that -1 becomes 0, and then you will make a top k. Okay, so if you are using this approach with -1, okay, so your top is now pointing to the current element. Okay, only top minus minus will remove that element from the, what we'll say, the stack. Okay, and how to print the stack? So that will be you will have we can print the stack like this. Okay, so you'll have a temporary pointer, okay, which is at the top, and you'll just make minus. Okay, so you just go below through that, because there is no access to the 0th element we have. So you can tell me, you can also print like this 0 to top. Okay, so that is one way. Okay, so where we can print all the elements onto the stack, but the best the main approach is that how to put print, okay, top to 0. Okay, so from top element. Okay, so we are going to print. Okay, so that way you can, or above to 0 to top. Okay, so that way also you can go. So getting what exactly stack is? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's very simple actually. Okay, only with the use of array, it's very simple. Okay, so now we can we now convert that into the linked list. Okay, so how, just tell me, we can convert that into linked list? काय करायला लागेल? Same approach we have to perform with the linked list. Okay, just tell me how you will perform this. कैसा करना with the help of linked list? Okay, so there are basic operations in stack. Okay, so that will be one thing. We have to make a push. Okay, means insert element at top. Okay, we'll have pop operation, that is remove element from top. Okay, we'll have top. Okay, pointer to topmost element. Okay, and so these are the operations, basic operations we have: push, pop and top. Okay, so that we need to do. Okay, so just tell me how we'll perform that in linked list. Okay, so suppose there is one node, we are taking head as it is. Okay, so this is my what we'll say, we can say this is a head node. This is my head node I have. So just tell me how we can perform the operation. कसं करणार आपण?
सर आपण लिंक मध्ये करतो सर, तसं हेड टॉप. सर जर हेड टॉप बघितलं तर करतो ना सर सगळं आपण. हेड काय?
head should be top, na, in this case.
Yes, sir. Yes, head top.
Okay, head should be top, and what are the element that are going to be pushed? Okay, so that will be added. So suppose now same scenario. Okay, so element 2 comes. So this is my 2 element. Okay, so it next link as a blank. Okay, so suppose that is a head. Okay, so now new element to be added at which place? It is at beginning or it is at end where we need to add new element. Suppose I have added 5 over here. So what will happen if I added 5 over here? What will happen?
Sir, shift the head. Shift head. Head shift karaj.
If I have shifted head. Okay, so now in this case, what happens? Suppose I have to remove the topmost element. So how to come back to the main position? Getting? We won't have any back pointer over here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. But in the same case, if I did like this, so this is my element, first element which is put over here. So that is my element 2. Okay, like this element 2 is over here. So now my head is pointing over initially. You can put as top as it is, or head we can say, but now we'll just make top. Okay. So now new element comes. Okay, so suppose if we put that new element over here, which is 5. Okay, the element is 5 now. Okay, so what we have to do now? This 5 next is equal to head, this top. 5 next is equal to top. Okay, and top is equal to 5. So top is now pointing to 5. Getting? So the insertion is going to happen at the which end? So that will be going to happen at the means head end. Okay, so the last element will be having null value. Okay, so this last will be empty over here. Okay, so again new elements comes. So this is a new element 10. If 10 is coming over here, so suppose this is 10 is coming over here. Okay, so again we are making this new node next is equal to temp. Top. Okay, and top is equal to new node. So top is again going to assign to the new node. Okay, so this is the push operation that we can perform in case of this linked list operation for the stack. Okay, so now our stack will be in this direction. Okay, so it is like this. Okay, so we are making like this. Okay, so from here to here. Okay, so 2 is the bottommost, 5 is above, and 10 is above. Okay, so if you have to remove the element, how we can do from linked list? How we can remove the element from linked list?
Sir, just point the top to the next element and then.
Yes. So
Sir, point the top to the next element and then remove the element.
Yes. So if you have to write, okay, so I will just write the code of first push. Okay, push. How we can write the push code? Okay, so suppose we'll create a new element. Okay, new element is equal to new node. Okay, so that we can create. Okay, so again new element data is equal to suppose value. Okay, whichever the past value is there. Okay, then we'll have this new element next is null. Okay, so now what we have to do? New element next is null. So we have to make if, okay, your top is equal to null. Okay, means what? No element is added initially. So we'll just make this top is equal to new element. Yes, correct. Yes. Else what we have to do? Else what we have to do? Okay. So new element next.
Next is equal to top.
Top and top is equal to.
Top is equal to new element.
Okay, so that will work with this push operation. Okay, so this we can say as a push operation. Getting any doubt in this? Hello. Is it clear push operation how it is performed? So suppose if we consider 2 as the first element, okay, so 2 is created over here initially. Okay, so I'll just make it 2. Okay, so that is created initially. Okay, so if top is equal to null, so initially nothing is there. So I will say top will be pointing over here. Okay, so top is over here, that is pointing over here, and this is my new element. Okay, having value 2. Okay, whose next is null. Okay, so which is initially created, whose next is null. Okay, So next what happened? So again, suppose the element 5 comes. Okay, so it is check if top is null. No, top is not null. So we have made new element, next is top. Okay, so that will be new element will be created. So I will just mark it vertically. Okay, so that new element next, it is equal to top. Okay, so this new element next is top and its value is 5 over here, which is entered. Okay, and we have made top is equal to new element. Okay, so we'll just shift it top to the new element. So top is moved to this element. Okay, so that we have. Okay, so now your this particular part is updated. Yes, I'll just remove this over here. Okay, so again there comes a new element. Okay, which is 10 in this case. Okay, so again new element will be created over here. Okay, just instead of horizontally, I'm just putting it vertically to relate. Okay, so the new element created with the value of 10. Okay, so that will have, and again it is not next, it's not null, so it is pointing over here, and again top is shifted to over here. Okay, so top is pointing. So if you see in this example, okay, so there is no reference to 2 in this case. Okay, do we have any reference to 2 by any means? Direct reference is not. We only from the top. Okay, so this is the top operation, push operation we have, and then we'll have a pop operation. So pop operation is very simple. Okay, so I will make x is equal to top. Okay, and we'll make top is equal to top next.
Top next. Top is equal to top next.
And we'll just make delete x. It's very simple. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what will happen in this case? Okay, so it is x is equal to top. So x is assigned over here. Okay, and we are making this top is equal to top next. Okay, so top is now pointing over here. Okay, because top is equal to top next we have done, and we have deleted this 10. Okay, so topmost element is deleted. So getting, so these are the operation. Push operation is there, pop operation is there, and top operation is there. Getting, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes,
Again. Everyone just reply 2, 3 at least.
Yes, sir.
सर आपण जे हेड सोबत ऑपरेशन करतो ते सेमच आहेत ना म्हणजे तसं.
Operations are same. Your all operation which we did into linear linked list, that is same. Only the terminology is changing. Okay. Vaporizer kasं, that is the data structure. Okay. Rest of the thing backend you can use array or linked list. Okay, no issue. But the terminology is going to change. Getting?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so this is about push operation, pop operation, and again there are 2 other functions we have. Okay, so that we can extra have. Okay, so in this linked list. Okay, so which is empty. Okay, so we can check whether stack is empty. So how stack is to be checked empty? Okay, if top is equal to null, so then we'll say is empty. Okay, and when it's full, is there any case is full? Okay, in linked list not applicable. Yes, in linked list it's not applicable because you can directly increase its size runtime. Okay, but in array, okay, if in array part, if is equal to length of the array. Okay, so then we'll say the list. Okay, so that is the advantage of using linked list for the purpose of this creation of the stack. Okay, because with the use of array we have a limitation, so we can declare the array by default, but linked list it is never going to end. Okay, so you can add any number of elements in that. Clear? Hello, is this clear to you?
Yes, sir.
This much?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so quickly I will just go through the code. Okay, short code we'll just do for this, and then we'll end up the session because we have an exam. So I will explain you these 3 operations: push, pop, and top. So that will add, because it's very simple. Actually, you did previously on singly linked list. So we'll do the same thing. Okay, so I'll just declare another structure, struct stack, like I can say. Okay, and I will have one pointer in data. Okay, and we'll have stack star top, I will give the name as a top. Okay, instead of giving head, I will next I will give top. Sorry, there should be, we'll have next only. Okay, so that we have, and we'll create stack. Okay, so and it will be having suppose ABC. Okay, so there will be name of, or will be stack 1. Okay, so that will be the name of the stack. Okay, so that will be, okay, so we'll just create one pointer top over here. Okay, so stack is already the data structure, so we'll create a pointer as a top. Okay, so we'll just push as a function. Okay, and pop as a function, so that will just write push function, pop function. Okay, so that are needed. Okay, so what I will do now, void push, okay, int value. Okay, so that we have to write. Okay, and again we'll have void, okay, pop. Okay, so instead of, we'll just make int pop. Okay, so int pop we'll just make. Okay, and there will be void display, we can say. Okay, we can say void display. These are the 3 functions we have. So to the push, I will pass some values. We'll just make pop as this. Okay, so we'll pass on some values over here. So and I'll write the function over here. Okay, so void push, okay, into value. Okay, so here I will just write. Okay, so the stop I have to declare globally, or I have to pass. So better we will declare globally. Okay, so value will just make like this for push. Okay, so we'll just make this tag star new element. Okay, so I will make new element is equal to new stack. Okay, and we'll just make new element data is equal to value, then new element next is equal to null, and we'll just make if top equal to null. Okay, so we'll just make, so initially we'll declare top as a null, so that is mandatory actually. You can use constructor concept in C++. Okay, that's also helpful. Okay, if top is equal to null, then top equal to new element. Okay, else we can say, okay, new element next is equal to top, and top is equal to new element. Okay, so that we have, so it will push the element. Okay, and we'll have void display. How to display? Just tell me. While
temporary variable.
Okay, so yes, temporary variable is needed. So it will be stack star temp. Okay, temp is equal to top. Okay, so we can print like this while. Okay, so temp not equal to null.
Temp not equal to null.
Okay, so we'll just print. Okay, cout.
Temp value.
Okay, so it will be temp data actually. So we'll just write temp data, and we'll just make temp equal to temp next. Okay, so that we have for cout, we'll just write okay, so that's we have. So after push, we'll just work on display. So if I run this, we'll see what out we'll get. Getting, so 26 is the topmost element, 25 is next, 24, 23 and 2. Is clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can add some notations. You can make it something downward side also. Okay, so some symbols you can add to get to know who is connected to whom. Okay, so 26 is connected to 25. So 26 is the topmost element. Okay, so you can again have some indications. Like you can say top as like this. Okay, so that also helpful. Okay, so to just understand. Okay, so we are started from the top pointer. Okay, so this is about display, and pop is very simple. You have to write pop only. Okay, and inside pop, what we have to write? It's very simple. Void pop. Okay, so int pop. Okay, so
सर
there is
व्हॅल्यू घ्यायला लागेल ना कुठली पॉप करायची
no, pop will be only happen on only top element will be removed only. Okay, so there will be
yes, sir.
okay top. So we'll make stack star x. I can say x is equal to top. Okay, and top is equal to top next, and we'll say delete x. Okay, so after this particular performing pop, I am again going to display. So we'll see whether it will work or not. If we run this, okay, that's an warning. Something is missing.
Sir, int return type.
Sir, int दिया है अपने code को.
int.
Return. Okay, I will just make return 1 actually. We'll see. Okay, what to return? So you can return the number which is deleted. Okay, so if we see 26 is deleted. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 26 is deleted. Getting? So this is the stack operation that we have. Okay, so with the use of linked list. Okay, only the thing is that you have to convert into many driven. Okay, push is the function, pop is the function. Okay, so again you can check. Okay, so like this, instead of top is equal to null, you just make is empty as a function, and in this empty function you just check top is equal to null. Okay, and you return 1 from there. So any doubt in this with the stack operations?
No, sir. No.
Okay, so this is about the stack operation that we have. Okay, so perform this. So this is your 4th assignment. Okay, so that we have half assignment which Q will have later on. Okay, so Q will have 2 ends. Okay, so that is rear end and what we'll say front end. Okay, so you can insert from one end and you have to remove from other end. Okay, so that Q part we'll see, but you just try for this. Okay, so this is very simple as compared to the first assignment that you've gone through. Okay, any doubt in this?
No, sir. No.
Okay, so okay, best luck for your exam. So shall I end up the session then? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so go with the exams that you have. Okay, we'll see. Okay, so this particular stack function. Okay, so that will be there with your assignment. In between, if we get the time, second practical we have, so we'll finish up the Q part. Okay, so that will be the assignment, complete assignment. Okay, so in stack, what operations you have to done? Push,